Now Allen. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Let's go. Check out.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Colts. It's his third touchdown on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On play action, Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And they get this one across midfield. to the 47-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run.
And he's in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll work this down inside the 35. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Richardson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll motion over Pierce. On second down, Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. Now a third and 2. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll motion over Pierce. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal. Now Richardson, and that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Got down. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field.
And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
19, Tiger, 19, ready?
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolf. Check go.
Here's Richardson.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Go.
Richardson going to look to throw. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come up here, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set up.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Colts first down. Richardson to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. They'll motion over Pierce. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Alert!
They send the tight end in motion. Allen working from the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those two off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Now Allen on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
The extra point is good. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll go down back at the 4. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Middle. Right, home. Alert.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs have cut the deficit to 5.
Chiefs 23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another 1st down. Downs goes in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll motion over Pierce. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Now he'll run.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
On play action, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6. They put Woods in motion. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
He'll check that down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a give running left with Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the the final minute of play. No problem there on the extra point. And the Colts are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7th. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Half 85, half 85.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender, get on top of him, and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. So it's a win for the